Alright guys, so last weekend was the last time I made a video, so it's the next weekend now. You can see I've done a little bit to it. I got my numbers in, got the stickers for the air filter right there, and I got the new air filter in there with the brackets I ordered and the wing nut to hold it on, so it's all right in there now. I got new grips. These are Scott green grips, so they're on there now. I got the new levers, but apparently I just didn't order the right ones, so they don't even fit in these brackets. So I may have to order the whole bracket. And I got a new one for this side, but it doesn't fit either. So enough with that. So I put on a new clutch cable that I just got in, a new Motion Pro. So you can see here, there's the new cable, nice and shiny, a whole lot different than the other one. The other one wasn't even metal right here at the bend. I mean, it fits good. This was bent, and I knew it wasn't supposed to be like that when I got it, so I bent it back after I had my clutch problem. So when I put the new cable on it, my clutch wouldn't engage. I mean, I could shift to neutral and it would be fine. As soon as I put it in gear and pull the clutch, you can see the clutch action there. It's pulling all the way. It's just not, it's not taking the plates off. So I'm thinking now, I mean, I didn't mess with the bolts any other time and they were fine before with the other clutch cable on here. When I put this one on, now it won't engage the clutch. So what I did, I took the clutch plate off the other side, took all the plates out, and I sanded the metal plates in between the actual clutch grip plates. I've sanded them with 800 grit sandpaper and put them back in. No help. So I thought maybe they were sticking by chance, because I seen a video where somebody's was sticking and that fixed them when they sanded them. So that didn't help. So now I'm thinking, I torqued those to spec, but my my torque wrench, it doesn't quite. It goes in, starts at 120 foot-pounds of torque or inch-pounds, and it goes up from there. So I'm thinking maybe they're just a little bit too tight. I don't know. Maybe the clutch plate springs with the bolts with the springs are a little too tight, and maybe I need to loosen them. But I mean, they were fine before, and I didn't mess with them, and then it wouldn't work. So I don't know. Maybe I should just loosen them a little and try it. And then the next thing is, so before I loosen those again and take that whole plate cover off, I took this out because this was bent, like I was saying when I got it. So I bent it back because I know it's supposed to be flat like that, and not like it was like cocked like this and up more this way for that smaller clutch cable. So I took it off and bent it back, and actually this shaft will pop right out. I mean, it won't pop out here. You got to come all the way back to here, and then you can pull it out, and it'll come right out. But when I put it back in and turn it, I can feel it engaging that little rod that goes across there to the pressure plate. I can feel it engaging that rod. So I know that at least this from here to there is working. And this doesn't look worn. I mean, you can see a little wear on the curve where it does that at, like right where it grabs the rod. But I mean, it doesn't look overly worn. I mean, it looks worn. And so I'm not sure about that. So I'm going to go in and look at what a brand new one looks like and cost. And also, I looked at the schematic, and it looks like nothing holds this in anyway. Like, I mean, as it is right now, it's not going to come out. But when you take it and turn it all the way back this way, I think it's supposed to come out. From what I can tell in the book, it doesn't say that, but from the picture, there's no cotter holding it on, or like no moon ring or anything like that at the bottom inside. So I'm thinking it's supposed to come out. But anyway, if I got a new one, I guess it would be easy to replace. Just slap that puppy in there. I was for sure. I'm like, man, I'm going to have to split this case and do some other crazy stuff that I'm not going to want to do and never do. So hopefully that's all I'll have to do is maybe just replace that. But before I do anything like that, I'm gonna loosen those springs on the other side tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be doing that. What else have I done? Let's see. I got my new adjuster bolts that go into here, into these slots here. But I don't know, I can't see this one yet. It may be broke off in there, so I may have trouble even using new adjusters. This one I know is broke off because I can see it broke off right here above this other bolt somebody else put in here. But I should be able to get that one out. If the other one, this side's broke off down in there, I may have a problem. But I do have the new adjusters here, and I also bought a new gearbox plug, because the other one somebody JB welded on for some reason. I don't know if the gasket was just bad or what, but that was only a couple bucks. So I got a new plug and a gasket for it just to be on the safe side. So right now, I mean, it's looking good. It just, that damn clutch is going to hold me up now. Oh, also, I got a new back brake cable. I got the pin out on it right now because I had to take the clutch cover off, but it does work. It will engage and it'll lock this up and it'll grip the back tire. I bled it perfectly, so it's doing good. The only thing I might have to do, it is sealing, but this reservoir is kind of it's widened right here in the middle a little bit. I mean, it is sealing. It's not leaking at all, but I may have to replace that one day. Like on this one, it's a metal one, so it's not going to do that, I guess. Yeah, it's all metal, so it's not going to do that. It's perfectly flat. But on the other one, right here, it's bubbled out a little bit, like warped, both sides. So at one point, I may have to replace that. But for now, it's working great. My back brake works. And I don't know if I ever showed it in another video, but this was missing here, this foot peg, so I just made one and bolted it right on with a lock nut. And I know it's a smooth one, but you know, if I can find the one just by itself. Right now there's one on eBay, but it's with the whole bracket, and I wasn't too worried about it to have to order all that. One will pop up one day and I'll get the right part. So, other than that, I'm not waiting on anything else in the mail. The next money I'll spend on it once I get the clutch fixed will be on that clutch, or I'm going to order some side graphics to go right on those radiator panels there, and on the gas tank or whatever it comes with. I think it comes with those and the ones for the tank. So the numbers I ordered, I thought they were going to be a little bigger, but I mean, I'm fine with that. They're plenty big to me. On the front, I did them even with a ruler, and on the side I did them. They look crooked the way I'm looking at it, but they're actually really, really close to being perfect. So this side's real close to perfect too. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I just thought 00 would look cool on it, even though my other one's 12, because my birthday is December 12th, so I always like the number 12. But I thought, I was looking at somebody else's 250 and I saw 00, and I'm like, man, that's freaking awesome. So that's why I put the 00 on there. And it kind of looks like some eyes in the front, like it looks like a face. So I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, it would be cool to like take a marker and draw some little eyeballs in there. Anyway, enough of that. So my next video will probably be how I fix that shift shaft in there, and that clutch shaft, whatever you want to call it, the clutch engaging lever. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know. Also, I'm going to be taking my exhaust off tomorrow. I bought a new, like an aftermarket type gasket, because I put the 2 new O-rings on it and the copper gasket that goes on it, and no luck, it's still leaking. And you can see that I had the pipe, fairly clean of wet oil, and you can see it coming out on the top there. So what I did was, I saw these and I thought they would be a little bit better quality. They're on eBay for about $4.99, and they're not OEM or anything. They're an aftermarket type of gasket. What it is, it's like a steel mesh type of stuff, but look how it's cut. I just don't think it's wide enough to help a whole lot. And see how it's like different, hard to see, but it's different widths in different parts. I mean, like one side of it's skinny, the other side's a little fatter. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. I mean, it wasn't too expensive, $5, no big deal. You can see the metal shining in it there. So it's like a metal mesh, and it's heat resistant and that kind of stuff. They use them for header gaskets and that kind of thing on cars. So I guess somebody was just making them up for different applications and selling them like that. But I thought it was worth a try, because the only other thing is just the copper gasket, So I thought I'd either put this on by itself or maybe add this in with the copper gasket if it'll help. And if that don't work, I would say either that pipe, I didn't get a good look at it because I just thought replacing that stuff would help, because all of that stuff was missing except for one O-ring when I got it. So I thought that would help and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I'm gonna when I take it apart, I'm gonna see how worn it is inside there, where it fits in the aluminum head, and I'm gonna see how worn that pipe is to see if that's playing a factor in why it's still leaking. So other than that, thanks for watching the video. I know it's kind of not the greatest, because I like to watch videos where, you know, people are showing what they're doing and showing them work on it, but until I get a tripod and something besides my darn iPhone, I won't be doing too much of that. But I do plan on doing a whole lot of stuff in the future like that. So, but let me know what you think and give me some ideas on the few problems I'm having at the moment. I really wanted to ride this weekend, but with a clutch problem, unless I figure out the problem real quickly, you know, I don't see it happening this weekend. I'll probably just ride that Honda 4-stroke, ride that around or something, have some fun on it. I really wanted to learn to ride some wheelies, because these are my first 2 dirt bikes ever, so I'm planning on having them for my kids when they get bigger. So I wanted to try to ride some wheelies and learn on that little bike before I try it on this big bike. So let me know what you think. Give me a shout, comment, something. Have a good one.